Hey everyone, I'm Stephen Kalayjian, and welcome to Back to the Futures. Wow, you talk about volatility in the last couple of days, ever since the Federal Reserve came out and they said no interest rate cut. I knew that was going to happen, but then what happened? We saw significant volatility. It's always the language after that we always have to watch out for when the Federal Reserve Chairman speaks on his interviews at 2:30. If you look here, what happened today, it was really interesting, right? We had some um, uh, disconnects here using, again, I use multiple time frames, the 15, the 30, and the hourly charts. And what we try to do here is it's all based upon combination theories, right? Combination patterns, right, that we look at. And I wanted to show you. So we were very, very bullish on the 60-minute time frames, very, very bullish on the 60s, right? And if you look that the yesterday, when we got the sell-off after the FOMC, we got the 30-minute time frame, excuse me, to reverse the sell here, which I actually bought against the 60-minute time frame, right? And so when you got that type of a pattern there, okay, and then we got this morning, we gapped up, and when the algorithm reverses to buy, when the MACDs are above the pivot, I took the short, and you blinked. S&P futures were trading 61.08. Now, just on that note in itself, I'm going to show you why I called the short on the overall market. With that being said, okay, you see this pattern right here. I'm going to bring up the 15-minute time frame, okay, and the 15-minute time frame got deeply oversold. Let me just bring up the SPXLs here. Let me just type in SPXLs. I trade these a lot. This is what I really look at here. Okay, so you see here when the 30-minute time frame reversed to buy, correlating with the 60-minute time frame, then I bought the first pullback on the 15-minute time frame, and it was an unbelievable Picasso. The S&Ps were trading at the 59.5 level, 55 level. And then if you look here, you can see when the 15 got deeply oversold, I then took the oversold condition on the 15 against the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. So normally you get two great patterns a day, maybe three on the 15-minute time frames. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. If you look here as well, when the SPXLs reversed to buy on the 15 right here, then I took the pullback on the 15-minute time frame. The S&Ps were trading near the 70 level. Now they're trading up 25 points higher. So this is exactly what we do here. I spent nearly 10 years of my life building this software, and it gives me the ability to see market direction and how these patterns that I want to be able to trade repeat themselves each and every day. S&P futures pushing up now. So basically, if you look at this 15-minute time frame, and everything lasts anywhere from 1 to 8 bars. So normally on a 15 up to 8 bars, which is 2 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. You can see here the low on the SPXLs, which is another way I like for people to look at the markets, because when you're trading the market, okay, a lot of people can't really afford to trade the spiders, which are trading 520 at the 604.50. What they like to do is they trade the SPXLs or the double leverage or the QQQs for that matter as well, TQQQs, right? But what's important here, okay, what's important here is to fully understand that when you're trading the markets, right, you want to be able right here to be able to see the importance of how this pullback right here was the buy on the 15 S&P futures. I'll probably look to short them here, 95 to even, 95 and a half up to even and a half here. But here it is, right? You buy the pullback on the 15, right here against the 30 and the 60-minute, okay? And then when the 15-minute time frame reversed to buy, right, the algorithm reversed to buy when the MACDs are above the pivot. I took the short, and then I got the long right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful patterns, and absolute, absolute, absolute Picasso. Okay, so that was actually 3 great patterns that I had here. One here was the deep oversold condition on the 15. Okay, the second was when the algorithm reversed to buy and the MACDs were above the pivot, and that's normally a short, and especially when it got overbought. Then it pulled in and made a higher low, and then look at it go up, up, and away. S&P futures on the last one here ran from 55 on the 59.55 all the way up to 59.85 on that pattern. Okay, so again, what's really important, okay, is to understand how these patterns repeat themselves, okay, and to be able to identify these trades to where we're able to trade the market effectively. Using the software gives you the confidence to be able to be successful, but more so, you have a mentor like myself with over 41 years of trading experience. August 1st of this year will be 42. And that is really important, to be able to visualize taking the strategies and compounding your returns each and every day. It's very important for each of you to be able to be consistent, right? My 5 key words: consistency, discipline, confidence, patience, and passion, right? But again, very, very, very powerful. I wanted to show you the SPXLs again here, but we're going to go to a different time frame here. Okay, we're going to show you the 5 and the 15-minute time frame here. So here, this is a strategy I call what's called a double blue buy, meaning now the 15 correlated with the 30 and the 60, and then when the 5-minute time frame pulled in right here, it was a beautiful pattern on the S&P futures that actually set up the 15. So the 5 and the 15 set up correctly, and the S&P futures got down to the 71.5 level. Look at the Dow making new highs here. Beautiful pattern. If I bring up the diamonds here, you can see the pattern here. The Russell's pushing up, nearing the highs here. Okay, and look at this pattern. Look at this pattern. Look at the 15-minute time frame. Here's 1, here's 2. Beautiful patterns on the 15 within the trend, right? And then look at the double blue buy here, the 5-minute time frame. Beautiful. If you're trading the YM futures, this is really the way to go here. Okay, this is really the way to go. A really monster pattern here. Okay, and what you want to be able to do here, okay, what you want to be able to do is to be able, okay, to trade the market in such a way, okay, that will give you the most unbelievable moves here, right? And so when you're trading the markets, you want nothing but the opportunities to see the patterns for what they are and to be able to trade the market effectively, okay? What am I going to do? 183, 10, 284, 10. Okay, so with that, I just want everyone to know that we're nearing the S&Ps. The highs are 08 3/4. IBM really very active here today. IBM, and you know it's really important to know that when you're trading, you can see here like a lot of things are off the highs here. The Qs are off, the Nasdaq's off the highs here. Microsoft can't get going. Caterpillar can't get going. Meta's way off the highs here. Nvidia cannot get going out of its own way here. Okay, and what's really important is to be able to fully understand how we are able to take the patterns, take the strategies, and then we move in the right direction, right? To be able to alert yourselves to see the patterns. Exactly. Look at that pattern. S&P futures just ran close to 30 handles. That's twice off the 15-minute time frame. Absolute Picasso, absolute Picasso. Okay. Again, looking to scale into shorts here, looking for a pullback here. 15-minute time frames are getting overbought. The 30-minute time frames now are pushing up here. So let's just see if we're going to get some type of a push here to the downside here. Literally, Coinbase just literally ran $4 just now. IBM just ran 3. Now, IBM, unbelievable, up $28 on the day. Monster move. The Russell's pushing up to new high. Not yet. Yeah. Russell's almost near the highs. The diamonds are near the highs here. Okay, the diamonds are near the highs. So, what's important is to recognize how the markets are reacting. Right now, the Dow futures are up 270. I'll probably look to short Dow futures up here. But again, it's really interesting how so many people have come to me and asked me over the years to help them with their trading. But again, it's really about understanding technical analysis. I do not do any forms of fundamental analysis at all. It's all pure technical trading. And with that being said, it's all about understanding how to be able to hit singles every single day, to be able to knock the ball out of the park, but in an effective way that gives you the best opportunities for you to be successful, right? And that's what I do here each and every day when we do my live stream from 9 to 4. Today, we're discussing about moving forward with Back to the Futures for the month of February. So again, I'm not sure where we stand on this, but hopefully I'll be back. But again, if those of you who want to reach out to me, my phone number is 914-500-7484. Okay. Now, what people have to realize and understand in the trading world is that when you trade the markets, that how patterns tend to repeat themselves each and every day, right? And when you're trading the markets, you want to be able to factor in the consistency factor. And that's all it is about. I love the game of baseball. I took the game of baseball, consistency, discipline, confidence, patience, and passion into the art of trading. And I never look back. Those same 5 key words still have a significant meaning to me in trading, okay? Because there's nothing different from the game of baseball, okay, to this, okay? S&P should drop here, okay? Let's see if they drop here. But again, what's important, okay, is that when you're trading, you want to be able to recognize the pattern, recognize what we saw, 2 magnificent, beautiful, stunning patterns on the 15-minute time frames. Really, that I have to say they were Picassos, okay? They really were. They were absolute Picassos. And it's when I say that, I don't say that to be funny. I don't. I say that because it really is a work of art. It really is something to be said that when you're trading the markets, you want to be able to recognize the pattern, recognize the strengths, and understand the overall scope of where we're going on the trend, right? And again, pure mathematics, the 30-minute time frame correlated with the 15. I took the short, waited for the pullback on the 15 and the 30, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful patterns, okay? Another thing, when you're trading futures, right, I always look to what's called scaling in and scaling out of position. So, for example, if I'm calling a range and I say look to short 95.5 to even and a half, right, and use an O2 stop, okay, then what you're going to do here, you're going to be able to look at just say you go 95, right, maybe go 96.5, 98.5. I like to do what's called pyramiding. Pyramiding gives you the ability to scale up, okay? And then so if you're in the position, right, if you're in the position, you want to be able to recognize the significant moves on the upside. So if you're scaling in, maybe you do what's called pyramiding. I like to go, let's just say 1, 2, and then 4. Okay, so if you're short here, S&Ps look to cover 95 to 97 here. Okay, and again, it's all about just constantly being in the market, constantly being in the presence to the point where the markets are going to react in a way that's going to give you the best opportunities for you to succeed. Okay, now, does anybody have any questions at all? Okay, again, my telephone number is 914-500-7484. And what's really important, okay, what's really important is for people to always ask questions, to reach out, and to be able to be in a situation that will give everyone the opportunity for everyone to be truly successful. That's all this is about. I'm your mentor. I have technology, and all I want to do is make you better. And my legacy depends on your success. Okay. Again, when we're looking at the markets here, you can see even here the TQQQs, okay, reverse to buy on the 15. Now, they're not really acting that well, to be bluntly honest with you, okay? But if you see here, you can see how the 15-minute time frame reversed to buy. The MACDs are above the pivot. It was a great short here on the TQs, just like I said on the spiders, okay? And you got the pullback here, and look at it, never look back. Just ran 90 cents on the TQQQs, okay? Again, a really great pattern. If you see here, you can see the TQs got down. So the NASDAQ futures on that got down below the 21,510, and we just rallied 90 handles on the NASDAQ futures. When you have these type of tools in front of you, it really will significantly enhance your trading. And that, to me, is truly what this is really all about, okay? This is really, truly what this is really all about. To be able to move the needle, to be able to get in an opportunity, a situation that will give you the best opportunities to make money in trading. So if anybody has any questions at all, there's my X. You can follow me on X. I do post a lot of stuff on X, but more so, I do post a lot of great. A couple of weeks ago, I looked to buy Bitcoin below 90,000. It got down to 89,000. I said my range was 86 to 90,000. It got down to 89,000 and change, and Bitcoin ran to 09. Right? Caused some really nice stuff on X, and you can just follow me at Steve Kalayjian. So again, it's really important that when you're looking at the markets, you want to be able to recognize the strength of it. So when you come in every morning, I do not look at the newspaper. I just look at what's in front of me, my economic calendar, if there's an 8:30 number or a 10 o'clock number. And then what I do from there, I then go and look at what? I then go and look at the ability for me to see the bigger time frames. I get into this whole mindset, and I look at to see my numbers, to see if there's anything going to be coming out. If you look here, I'm going to show you the SDSs really quick and why they're important to see the importance of the Pro Ultra Short. You can see the importance here. Okay, when the 15-minute time frame reversed to sell, this bounce right here confirmed the long on the S&Ps on the 5-minute time frame. An absolute Picasso. The S&Ps just ran close to 28 points on the S&P. This is why I say to people all the time, it is imperative importance, okay, for people to understand that when you're trading the markets, you need to look at the underlying ETFs in doing so, okay? It's very, very important based upon how I look at the market and how I look at the overall scope of the trading. With that, again, I keep asking if anybody has any questions at all. Okay. For me, I think, like I said, it's really about one thing, just constantly being consistent. Okay. And to be able to really understand how the markets work to the point that you want to be able to. I'm going to show you the Russell really quickly here. Beautiful, beautiful patterns on the IWMs here. Let me just put this in here. I'm going to show you the IWMs if I can here. Beautiful patterns on the Russell here. So if you're trading the RTYs, pattern, look at this beautiful pullback on the 15. There's one. Beautiful. Here's the second pullback on the 15. That's two. Two beautiful long patterns on these on the IWMs, which you can trade the RTYs off of. Okay, really beautiful, beautiful patterns here. Beautiful patterns here. Okay, beautiful patterns. What's going on here? There's Tesla. Okay, so again, with that being said, you got Apple pushing up here now, and let's see, that's pretty much. Let's see what's going to happen there. What people want, but what I want people to realize is the fortitude of just trading in general. Don't be your own worst enemy. Learn to apply stops. There's a big difference between stop orders, buy stops, and limit stops. Okay, so try to really hedge yourself with that. That's important piece. I want people to understand the importance of that when you're trading. Trading the markets can be very tricky, obviously, right? But you want to be able to be on the right side of the market. You want to be able to have all your ducks in a row and to be able to give yourself the best opportunities. And that's what I do each and every day during my live stream. I want people to, again, my legacy depends on people's success. So I want people to really understand the importance of trading to the point that they're able to move the markets in such a magnificent way, right? And to be able to give everyone the opportunity to be successful. Because like I said, my legacy depends on your success, and that's really super important for everybody. Big divergences here. Wow, that was a big one. IBM just dropped $1.50. That's going to bring the market down here. Beautiful short in IBM here. Beautiful short. Beautiful. Missed that short there. S&Ps, I still think are going to push down here. Now you see here, you got Tesla here. You got Tesla, okay, trying to get oversold here on the 15. So a lot of these markets right now are getting nearly overbought here on the getting overbought on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute time frames. And again, so here it is. If you look at the IWMs here, you can see how the Russell reversed to buy, okay, on the 30-minute right here, right? And then you can see how you take the first pullback on the 30 and on the 15. And these are absolute Picasso moves here. You can't, I'm just telling you, these patterns, okay, when the 10 a.m. On the Russell reverse, is it the 10 a.m. time for it? Actually, well, yeah, 9:30, the Russell reversed to buy. But if you see here at 9:30, and then if you look at the 60-minute time frame, let's just change this to the 60 here. 1 hour. Okay, you can see, well, the Russell was already in bullish. So the Russell correlated on the here's the 1 hour is right here. That happened at 9:30 as well. So at 9:30, the 30 and the 60 reversed to buy. And what do you look to do? You look to buy the two pullbacks on the 15-minute time frame. Monster patterns, really. Look at the MACDs positive. These are absolute Picassos. And you know what? It really is about one thing, just being consistent and understanding how the markets work and being able to trade the market effectively. Microsoft, beautiful short pattern, just dropped $1.50. Again, the market, it seems like it's just bucking here for a minute. For whatever reason, I have really just no idea. But again, what's important is that the market is, look, I wanted to show you one last thing here, okay? I want to bring up the daily really quickly here. So I called this short on the market. Where was it? Right here. Okay. The market pretty much in 9 days went from 58.09 to 61, I think 62. Okay. And you know what happened here? Boom. Here comes the S&P is dropping now. Oh my God, I just missed that short. Okay. S&Ps are dropping. Again, I would look to cover short between 94 and 97 if you're short here. Okay. Boom. Kabooshed. Okay. All right. Now, right here, if you see this here, we went parabolic. Okay. And I said that I would be looking right here. What time frame is this? 1 day. Let me just make sure this is the daily. Okay, the day. So what time frame is this? Is there a daily here? That's 1 day. Billy, you see a date? Is there a daily here on this one, Billy? And let's see if I can find it here. Okay, I think this is it. No? Billy, is this the daily right here on this time frame? Oh, this is the Russell. I got the wrong symbol up. Okay, let me just type in the spiders. That's why. Sorry. Okay, so this is the pattern that I pretty much called right here. Okay, with the S&Ps. And we were really up here. The S&Ps were trading at the 61, 50, 52, 62 range, and we just never looked back. It was just an unbelievable push up. And then we were hovering here, and next thing I know, I said, on Friday last week, about 1:30, I said, look out below, and I think we're going to get a significant drop, and we did. We got a monster drop, and we dropped from 61 on the spiders, on 61.52 all the way down to 49.48, and we had the buy divergence, and that ripped it to the upside. Really great patterns there. Again, it's really predicated on understanding the overall markets and understanding where we're going and how we're going to be able to achieve the market direction. People say to me all the time, nobody can call market direction. Well, I've been doing this for 41 years, okay? And this is the pattern. Look at this pattern right here. You see this right here? This is the pattern right here. Okay, this is the pattern. Okay, from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days up, from 58.09 to 61.52, right? We were there, okay, and guess what? I said you have a gap here, right? You have a gap here, you have a gap here, you have a gap here. I said, forget about this gap getting filled. I'm just more worried about the first three. And I said this around 1:15, and next thing I know, boom, we came in on Monday, and they were down. And I said, forget about making this new low here. We're going to do what? We're going to make a higher low. The MACDs are positive. That's exactly what happened. They pushed down, and they ripped from 49.48 to right now 61.08. So they ran about 160 handles on the S&P futures, okay? All right, everybody. It's been my pleasure to be here each and every day every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 to 4. Again, if anybody wants to reach me, my number is 914-500-7484. I don't know the fate of the show yet. I'm still waiting for some answers here, but it was a joy, and I love Tradier Futures and Dan and the guys and Lex and the whole team. I wish them all the best, but I hope that we can come back next Tuesday. If not, you know how to reach me. You can always text me or call me at 914-500-7484. God bless you, everybody. Have a great day. Remember, be consistent. Most important thing, you hit your goals every single day. You stop, and then you just move forward. Have a great day, everybody. God bless, and God bless the United States of America. Be well, everybody.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.